Welcome back to those returning. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. This is the Flair Week podcast. I go by the name Idris French. My concentration is music and inspiring people. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm taking people back on my journey and everything that I experienced to get to this point where I'm at right now. The objective is to provide as much details as possible. It's hard for me a lot of times, so I'm using this as an opportunity to work on that and give to you. So I'll jump right into it after I read this message on my T. The Yogi or Yogi, we don't know. You are unlimited. What I get from that, I could do whatever I want to do. I don't let the constraints of the world keep me from the limit that I know I can get to. It's all up here. I feel like that was deep enough. Where I pick up at is 2015 summertime. I just graduated from Savannah State University. I made my decision to continue my education, further my education, whatever, what have you, at Full Sail University, located in Orlando, Florida, Winter Park, Florida to be exact. I'm misspeaking. I was looking at apartments. I had to find an apartment without actually being able to look at the apartment. All I had was pictures to look at. I mean, it's a 6-hour drive. But me and my mom, we did make a trip out there to tour the campus. And while we were looking at the campus, it was literally everything that, okay, I could see myself here. I can get to where I want to get to by attending here. That it had to look. They had a film set up where people can go back there or go over there and shoot films, and you have a whole new world basically. You could create it. It was like its own Hollywood. I believe that's what I want to say. Its own Hollywood. So I made the decision to go. Summertime was interesting. I was doing valet, and the plan was to continue to do valet and then transfer that job out to Orlando. So I was still able to make some money while I was going to school doing my master's program. That was the plan. So what happened was we leave. We made the trip. It was August 2015, September. I'm not even certain. We go out there. We drive. I was driving my 1999 Honda Civic. My mom drove her car right behind me so we can pack all the stuff that we needed, that I needed to live. So we used 2 cars. We didn't use a U-Haul. But the reason was because we didn't know if my car, my baby girl, my Honda Civic, would be able to make that drive. Luckily, we were able to make it. We got everything in there. We hugged it out, and it was one of the most, what's the word that can describe it? It was scary. One of the most scariest moments in my life was that time where my mom left me in Orlando because I knew that, I'm really about to be on my own now. I'm about to see what it's really like. This isn't no hold my hand the whole time. Even though your mom gonna be there for you regardless, a good mom. My mom's amazing. But I cried. I cried when she was leaving, and man, it was funny because she was the one who cried when she dropped me off at Savannah State. I wasn't. I was like, man, I'm about to party. I'm about to have a good time. But now it was more serious because I was pursuing something that I really wanted to do. I wanted to show people that, I'm serious about this. So she leaves. I cry. And it was the most difficult transition I ever faced. The most difficult transition I ever faced. But then I learned from that you're going to have to do transition periods every time you jump into something new. And it usually takes 2 months. And that's what it took. The job that I was going to transfer out there didn't happen right away. My car Honda Civic started tripping after we got there. Thank God we made it. But then it started tripping, so we had to send it to the shop. Mind you, we don't come from money. You know what I mean? So we had to figure things out. My mom was paying for me to go to class with an Uber. Excuse me, yes. With an Uber. With an Uber. She was paying for the Uber, coming out of pocket. And then, mind you, I'm taking these rides. I'm calling her, like, giving her updates about the cars. Like, yo, my bad. She's saying my bad. I meant to send the money. I forgot. You know, I got stopped on the highway. My car was on. I was on the side of the road, is what she said. My car was on the side of the road. I forgot to get gas. And man, you don't know what that did to me. That crushed me. It crushed me, and I was crying again. Because it's like, yo, like, what can I do? I'm helpless right now. I'm helpless. But my mom reassured me that everything will be fine. She's the reason, one of the many reasons why I'm able to be positive in the darkest situations. It's like she's my light. And we got through it. I don't want to share too much right now. I have to break it up in segments because I refuse to be on here for 30 minutes. Because I can go all day about this right here. So I'll just say this. That time, I didn't even know I was dealing with depression yet. That's the crazy part. I didn't know what I was dealing with just yet. I was just going through it. And I was just growing. I'm not going to skip many parts of this story. Or this particular part of this journey. I'm not going to skip many parts of it. I got to backtrack and tell you, when we got there to Orlando, we went to Walmart. And, oh man, I hope this don't crush me. We went to Walmart, and mom, like, yeah, like, you know, we loaded up groceries and everything. Man, we couldn't even get the groceries because the card, because she was in a different state, like, they canceled the card, basically. It was like, you can't use it out here because we don't know if that's you. And although, yeah, we had the money to get it, it was just that moment, like, damn, I can't even take any groceries back to the crib, you know. And it's just, oh man, it was rough. It was rough. I'm wearing this hat right here. This Kango hat. I think that's how you pronounce it. The symbolic meaning behind it is, this is my grandpa Don's hat, which is my mom's pops. They gave it to me when he passed, and I just wanted to wear it for this particular episode, talking about this particular moment and everything, because I'm big on family. I do anything for my family. I try hard. I know I won't call you all the time. I don't know. I know I won't check on you, but just know that I love you deeply, and I'll always pick up the phone. I will always pick up the phone for my family. That I can assure you. I know I don't pick up and call, but don't ever feel like you can't call me and reach out. I love you. I'm going to dedicate this right here to my family. I got so much more to share with you for this journey right here. This is only episode 2. And I hope that I'm able to do justice to what I gave to get here. This is Flair Week. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, only and only if it inspires you. If it did not, please do none of those things, because I'm here to inspire whoever it is I need to inspire. So I thank you for being a part, and remember to keep flaring. Y'all stay dangerous.
Music, my flesh and blood. It taught me how to love. It taught me how to run from pain that I was caught up on. That's what a good song do. It puts you in the place. It punch you in your face. You taste the blood. You see the dripping. It take you on a trip. It take you back on rides. It put you back on the playground, sliding slides where you meet your moms at the end of it. My love for the music always been intimate. Everything give me, that's what I give to this. To the managers, the producers, the rappers that try to slow up my process, try to slow up my progress. You should know that I got this. Depend on you for nothing. I said that in the beginning when I started 2016. I could see it all. Wide eyes, I had big dreams. Crazy that I couldn't see. Family and the energy, the only love I ever need. Right in front of me.
Never wanna
So
lose you. I always wanna keep you. I always wanna keep you. I always wanna keep you. I never wanna lose you. I never